I jumped Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as Spain in Medieval 2 Total War, where he's having some problem with the Sicilians and also with the French, so we're going to help him out with that. But on top of that, he mentioned a fairly interesting exploit that I don't know of. So anyway, let's read out the email, get some context, and let's have a look at what we can do here. So he says, "Hi Legend, I'm currently playing as Spain in Medieval 2 Total War, and looks like I've been expanding too fast." You can never expand too fast in Medieval 2, whatever. About turn 13, Iberia had been united, and I was trying to make of it a city peninsula with castle buildings using one exploit. But since it takes time and money, I've got military and financial freeze for a few turns. Wake up call was Sicilian army casually landing and sieging my beloved Cordoba, which is renamed to I Hate Sicily. The problem is that I don't have enough forces around it to lift the siege. There's a Granada garrison with Prince Rodrigo and some cav, which could help divide the Sicilians by zero. Divide the Sicilians by 0. Are you sure that's what you want to do? I don't think that's what you mean. I think you mean multiply them by 0. Dividing them by 0 makes them infinite, but okay. Multiplying anything by 0 is 0. Anyway, Sicilians are smart as well as... Sorry. But these pesky Sicilians are smart as well, and standing on the bridge, so charging at them with cav might be suicide for him. I was also trying to sally out and do some damage, but their army is filled with cav, spears, and archers, and my every attempt was ending with losing half the garrison while they were still had some quality Italian spears. Please help me and cut them down. Also, it'd be great if you can obliterate Sicily as a faction in general. I really hate them since they are coming to my lands every time I play as a Mediterranean faction. Just FYI, when I was playing as Milan, they landed on Genoa at turn 5. So, you just beat them on turn 5. But yeah, they tend to be fairly aggressive. There's also an upcoming war with the French, which are about to siege Bordeaux, and Moors are still alive, but I'll be more than thankful if you beat the Sicilians at least. Okay, well, that's interesting. How about first thing we do is check out this exploit, because that intrigues me. So let's have a look at a city. Okay, so this city... This is Toledo, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. This starts as a castle, and I can see here you do have castle buildings. You've got the stables there. And you're building a mustering hall, which gives us access to peasants and the bowyer. But I can see you've got them queued up, so that's giving me a hint on what you're doing here. I think I've already figured it out. Because yeah, I've never known about this exploit previously. Let's do some testing. I'm gonna give myself some money. I'm gonna cheat, just to test this out. But don't worry, I'll just save it first. I'm gonna load back the save here. I'm just doing this to check it out because I'm not obviously gonna do it for the campaign. This has just piqued my interest. So I'm gonna give myself some money, and we're gonna test this out over. Maybe test it out on Lisbon. Okay, so. Let's just finish that one off. So go process CQ Lisbon. Okay. So if we just convert this to a city, yeah, all of the building options disappear. And anything in here that's not supposed to belong in a city will disappear. So that'll be converted. Everything that's here will be converted, right? So if I build this first, and then build this, well then this will just disappear. But what if you put it in the queue? Anything that can only be built in a castle. All these things here can be built in a city. And then you put this in the queue. And then you put these at the back of the queue. Interesting. And what happens when you process CQ Lisbon? Okay, so it's switched to a city. It's a one-way trip with this, can't go back. And then... Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, when you process CQ, it goes red to begin with. So, yeah, if I pressed end turn twice, this would get built. Yeah, so, alright, what if... And then... Yeah, as these come in, you can upgrade them as long as the base version is there as well. Look at this, we've got 2 versions of the barracks. Interesting. Interesting. New exploit. Obviously, you don't need to use this cheat in order to do it, but that is very interesting. What if it works in reverse? Now, I won't be able to do it at Lisbon because I can't go back to being a castle, but what if you could put city buildings in a castle? So yeah, we can't do that there now. So we've got to go to a place that's a town first. Like, I guess here. And what if we turned this into a castle that had buildings? Okay, so we've got to get rid of anything that we want to be in. Okay, so get rid of this. Because if I build it into a castle, it'll just get deleted, right? Get rid of this as well. I'm going to just Alt-S because it's all just going to be loud. Yeah, get rid of that. That can be built in a... We can't demolish that anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then, hang on, bring that back. Okay, what else would get demolished? That would get converted. That would get demolished. Oh, that would get converted, which we don't. Extra law in a castle city. Okay, so get rid of that. Okay, then you would want to put in the town watch, the marketplace, the brothel, and the town hall. Everything else can be built in a castle anyway. And then you pop down this. And then you move these to the back. I'm going to rename this to what it's supposed to be. Okay, and then we go, process CQ Toledo. Let's see if this works. Oh, okay, hang on. Yeah, it works. It seems like it works both ways. And then... Oh, are you serious? Oh, that is a delicious exploit. I mean, you didn't tell me how to do it, but... And I bet you didn't... Maybe you didn't know you could go the other way. Because, yeah, this would allow you to have better public order in your castle cities. Castle settlements. But also, look at this. You've got the garrison building here. So that both of those can be upgraded. This one provides law, so that would allow you to, and so does this, that would allow you to reduce corruption a lot more in castle settlements, which normally they have most of their law in this area here. But what you could do is if you put all your basic, yeah, look, they can be upgraded. If you just get the basic ones in here, then you can upgrade them. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm going to see how far this actually goes. So I'm going to add population at Toledo. Population Toledo 4,000. Just do that a couple of times. Okay, we should be able to upgrade it. Yep. Okay, and then... So that turns it into a fortress, and then we'll turn it into a citadel. Okay. And then, if I wanted to build up the marketplace... Yep. I mean, you can see it doesn't really increase the income by much, but yeah, you could get the great marketplace built in a citadel doing that. And then, of course, you've got the council chambers. So let me just see about this. Money soon. So we were able to build the city hall, but we're not able to build the mayor's palace because technically a castle, like a citadel, is the equivalent of a large city. And let me have a look at this actually. Let me just confirm. So anything that you can only build in anything that you can build in a huge city, you wouldn't be able to build. So you wouldn't be able to build. You wouldn't be able to build any of these. No, you wouldn't be able to build those. Because if you have a look at... Yeah, the castle... Yeah, I don't know. When we look at... Where is it? Town Hall. Yeah, see, we were able to build the City Hall, but we weren't able to build the Mayor's Palace because this technically is a large city, not a huge city. Right, well that's interesting. So you aren't probably best putting the castle buildings in the city. Then again, castles are a lot easier to defend than cities. So, and also they've got a much lower population capacity. But yeah, that's really bloody interesting. Holy shit. I'm intrigued by that. But anyway, let's get back to the actual campaign. But that was interesting. That was interesting for sure. Yeah, so I think probably in terms of like the economy of things, you're probably best putting castle buildings into cities rather than city buildings into castles. But yeah. Alright, back to this. So how are we going to deal with this now? So all the cheats have been wiped. Now back to the real thing. Okay, so if we were to attack this guy from this angle here, the garrison would come out from their rear. But yeah, it's a fairly strong army, and they've got Muslim archers. 1, 2, 3, because they're long range. We've got 3 units of archers, and in here we've got...
Let me strike, my lord.
Alright, I think that is probably the best bet. I'm going to do that.
Move out! Who do I face?
Yeah, I know the public order there is bad. We'll just like recruit some pets. Oh, we've also got access to some mercenary spearmen. Don't have a ton of money, but I think I'll get them because this does actually look quite dicey.
Name thy enemy, lord. My lord.
Okay. So yeah, they come in. We will... Yeah, don't turn on AI control.
No matter how they beg, let none escape. Attack!
But yeah, if we just attack head first, head on with the across the bridge, that's not going to work. So we need to actually use our garrison first. Now the thing is, if we lose this battle, they get wiped out. So we need to make sure we win. Whereas if you sally out, you can try to thin them out a little bit and retreat. We'll get back into the city in good order. Okay, good. So they're on the other side. Because we're on this side here, also got timer. Should be plenty of time. We've also got mercenary crossbows, which they've got the same amount of range as the Muslim archers. What if we bring you over here? I mean, I hate doing this, but what if you could just use up their ammo? So that the crossbows could get in over here and finish off, because they're quite passive in this situation here. But yeah, I wasn't able to get them to show up at a sally out battle due to the way that the reinforcements happened. So we're going to lose formation. Yeah, I'm not loving that. What if instead you stand here in... I won't put you in Skiltrum just yet, but I might do it soon. There's no other way to cross. I know in Rome Total War, there's always like a ford that you can cross. But in Medieval 2, it's just one bridge. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's no other way across. So what I'm thinking is... we thin out the herd a little bit of their cavalry, and if they send some guys to come after us, well then that's good. Especially if they send the whole army, because that then gives us the opportunity to get our cavalry across, and once we're across, they're dead meat. Don't get them too close, because those Muslim archers, they can shoot a fairly long distance. But since they're at the front of the army, the back of the army is not protected. And we're also shooting into their backs, which means no shields. Okay, let's move a tiny little bit closer. Also, this is their captain, so if we kill him, then the rest of them will be easy to rout. So yeah, they would be able to shoot to about here. Unless they come up over this way. Taking out a bunch of their cavalry really early on, that's about the best thing we could do, especially if we manage to actually kill their captain. Might move a little bit closer still, just because the closer we get, the more accurate we're going to be. And that accuracy is important, but also keep an eye on those... Okay, hang on, I got too close, we need to move back. But... Okay, I was going to say, if they come in any closer, I'll just send the cavalry to go get rid of them. It's good they reformed, because it was a bit hard to aim at this guy before, but now it'll be easier. But he's definitely been hit by a crossbow bolt. Hasn't died. It was very good that you managed to get that mercenary crossbow inside the city.
Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Now his men will lose heart. Units march.
Move up a little bit. Go fire at will. But yeah, hang on. No, this could be alright. This could be alright. Let's send you to just charge into them. Because they're going to break fairly easily now. And they're just not really paying much attention at all. Yeah, and I want you to be shooting these mailed knights. That's really good there. Because yeah, they're programmed to just sit there and wait for us to cross. Which is why having our guys come in from the rear is really handy. Now they're very passive in a sally-out battle as well, but yeah, the problem would have been actually getting the knights over to the Muslim archers without these guys here reacting to it. Seems like their morale is still quite good. I was expecting them to break. They got a bit of experience, okay, that explains it. Alright, they're out of long-range archers. They just have short-range archers. Good, and while we're shooting at this, any shots that miss will still hit some of these guys here in the back without triggering their shields. Anytime they do that... Oh, no, wrong one. Yeah, peasant archers will rout a lot quicker than Muslim archers because they're much lower quality. Good. Alright, so by my count, there is only one more unit of archers. We don't have enough ammunition to get rid of all of their cavalry, but I don't think we need to. This is looking pretty bloody good right now. Bounce power's even, still got plenty of time. So it'd be best if we thin out all of the units rather than completely delete one or two of them. Because that way all of their units will have low morale because they've all taken some damage. And we could probably get a chain rout quite easily. Okay, now... Yeah, don't go in skirmish mode. Probably not going to... Yes. Just thinking. Don't have... Oh, we got time. Okay, here's what we do. Charge it. Get ready for them to crowd around here, and then we just hit them in the rear with our garrison forces. take a little bit of damage getting across, but that's okay. Let's see if they're going to plug up the gap at all. No. Just charge into the front, it's fine. Oh, where are you going? Okay, now we go. Careful, careful. Just make sure this guy here doesn't break.
I pray the course of this battle changes, because defeat seems almost certain.
It will change, you dipshit. Recharging their cavalry after their captain has been killed.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's
Told you.
pray it remains as such.
Okay, don't fire at will, because we're just going to get friendly fire now. You just hit it.
It's unwise to praise the day before sunset, but the enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
And we took 3% casualties. I just had to come up with a good plan. I could definitely see how you would have had a hard time with that one, but there was a solution. But we're not out of the woods yet, are we? We've got to get rid of the French forces as well. Come on, how much have we... Oh, we're almost at 85%. Okay. Should be in a good enough state to wipe them out completely. Quite a few of them did get away, but that's okay. We can allow for 15% of them. That should be fine.
This is a clear victory.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
That goes to only...
Difference between 85% and 90% is there's zero difference.
Reason us for profit. You are wise, Lord.
Come on. As if I was gonna. You know, one day, I reckon you'll press ransom.
Victory!
Okay, so... Yeah, yeah, all I had to do is look at this one, actually. Interesting. Okay. The answer was right there. But I think that one was very easy to figure out. I never even thought to even try that.
Yes.
I think it's a big deal, but that was quite interesting. Anyway. Alright, so now you've got the French about to besiege here. Yeah, so you've got that queued up. And there's nothing we can recruit here.
Your orders.
You can't get there. Now they won't besiege, they won't assault the settlement straight away, but you also don't have any reinforcements.
Your orders, number one.
There may be some mercenaries here. Maybe.
Orders.
These guys here won't make it in
Yes.
time.
Your orders,
And in
number
fact,
one.
these guys here might not make it in time.
Your orders, number one. Orders.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's exactly what he was doing. Okay,
Let me
okay.
strike, my lord.
So if he doesn't have the money, it's just having it queued up will work.
Command me.
Alright, so with this here... So you want me to... So you want to go
Aid
down
thy
to
enemy,
here.
Lord.
Send the merchants down there, I guess.
Your orders, number one.
Your corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
That does not
I
look good.
wonder what I will cut from you first, infidel.
Your orders, number one.
Well, I can't move any of them.
Orders.
So,
Your Majesty.
Your
yeah, if he
corpse
besieges
will
it... I
be
mean, that
thrown
army
to the
looks
dogs.
smaller than...
Once I capture you,
what
your
it
title
seems, so
will
I don't
mean
know, maybe.
nothing, infidel.
Orders. Command me.
Being
Yes.
aggressive.
Marching.
But that's
Copy
fine. I
here,
like
my lord.
aggressive play. That's all
Continuing
good.
tomorrow. Name thy enemy, Lord.
Alright, you just stay outside the city here,
Approaching, my lord.
and I think we
Copy
should...
here, my lord. Yes, my lord.
probably set sail from here to go and assist the king as quickly as we can.
Who do I face? Your orders, noble one.
Yeah, get.
Your orders, noble one.
Put this back to where it was. Actually, I'll call it. I love. No. I love. It's just Cordoba. Is it Cordoba or Cordoba? I don't know. Wait, isn't it? If you just like do this, it just goes to the default. I can remember.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
All right, so.
Your orders, noble one.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of money to work with. So over here, you're converting this into a city. Alright, get those going here, because we're going to need them against the Moors. So he wants me to actually wipe out Sicily, but it's quite a long distance to go, so honestly, your campaign's doing fine. Sicily's no different from anyone else. You bring your armies, you fight them, you win. It's you know, we didn't take many casualties, you just gotta know what you're doing. Okay, let's move on to the next turn and see about how we're going to save hating frogs.
Ah!
To the walls! We are besieged!
Ooh. Here we go. What's this? Crusade. Please don't be a crusade on you. So, blockade port of Tolu, whatever, that's not important. Well, it's not a crusade on you, because you're excommunicated, aren't you? Yeah. That's fine. Just don't get to join the crusade, that's all. Okay, so the benefactor is Prince Rodrigo. Prince Rodrigo is right here. Okay, we can do this. Alright, your current capital is here, but we need to make it here. Alright, and then Rodrigo, he needs to very quickly get down to the boat. Okay, he has to be not in our own territory. And then we accept it, and then this person should shop there. Good stuff.
Yes.
Is it not obvious I am your foe?
Your Majesty.
Okay.
Orders.
Get them down
Onward.
here.
My lord.
Well, they didn't besiege it, so
We
that's
march no further
good
to
for
the-
you,
Yes.
I guess.
Your orders, noble one.
Orders.
Oh, wow, he should not have been in that city.
Your orders, noble one.
They'll be fine in the port there.
Your orders?
And yeah, they can move now,
Yes,
but...
Leave me be, infidel. Empty.
Your orders, noble one.
If we just take the
Your orders,
cavalry...
noble one.
Your Majesty.
Don't know. Alright, let's
Your
see
orders,
here.
number one.
Hopefully... Okay, there's some mercenaries here. But... According to this, it doesn't matter what we do, we're not going to be able to reach there anyway. And they're probably got enough siege equipment to
You
go
are not
for
my
it. Yes, they
liege.
do.
Come
But
and
because
fight
we
your
got that
orders,
extra bit of
number one.
cavalry there,
With God's
that
blessing
doesn't
and
look so
yours,
bad.
we march to
Okay, let's just
battle.
look at these other notifications. Okay, and we're going to rename this back to... So not rename it, put that back as the capital.
Your orders, noble one.
How about that? This guy knew something about this game that I didn't. It happens. I'm impressed. Like, I've never seen anyone use that exploit before.
Your orders, noble one. We will engage them honorably.
Yeah, it doesn't look
my
like a
lord.
problem. We'll just get the cavalry around the back, kill their cavalry. Because, yeah, we got Jeanettes. They're good at that. Once that's done, the rest of this will fall easily. Don't even need this one.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack!
So that-
My lord, the tide of battle seems to
I
have
teach you?
turned against
You teach
us.
me.
We
That's
must
what it's all
act and halt this turn of events.
I really like that exploit. I really like it. I don't think it's practical, but I really like it. Because yeah, there'll be some cities in the game that you won't be able to do it to because they start off as walled, stone-walled cities, so you won't be able to convert it right from the beginning. So Constantinople, Baghdad, Cordoba. Actually, I'm not sure about Cordoba. I'm pretty sure it starts as a minor city, but I'm not 100% sure. Rome. you just don't... Let's go wide. Could go charging into the archers, but I think the best thing for us to do would be to get rid of the cavalry first. This should be pretty easy. I reckon we might have even been able to do it without the general, but it definitely helps to have the general, that's for sure. Especially for the extra morale. Because, yeah, these two, without a proper general, they're going to get quite tired. And so, that lowers morale. I have a feeling this guy's playing on the hardest difficulty, but I don't know for sure. Okay, now Peasant Archers outrange Javelin Cav. But, if we get in there quickly enough, we might be able to get a shot in before they've done anything. Get their attention, bring them back here maybe. Took a tiny little bit of damage. It's basically a trade-off. That one looked a lot better. This one's coming in over here. Yeah, because I'd like for the heavy cavalry to take minimal casualties here, so keep using the javelin cav. We might keep getting shot a little bit. Could use loose formation, but that makes the worst shooters. Could use circle and shoot, but I'm not the biggest fan of that either. Alright, I'm going in. Even just thinning them out a little bit should have made a pretty big difference. And while they're coming in over here to shoot at our heavy cavalry, I'll use the Jeannettes to try to harass them a little bit. Hopefully we did some damage to the actual captain. We didn't charge in on him.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Didn't catch him. But he might rally. Because it's a fairly high morale unit, 14 of them. Captain's not dead. They might just come straight back over here. The Jeanettes are faster than maybe by a slight amount, but I won't catch them from them. If they leave the battlefield, it's fine. They'll still get a morale penalty. It's just, I think it's bigger if it actually dies. Alright, doesn't look like he's coming back. Just wait for him to actually leave the battlefield. That's okay. Okay, let's go. He's about to leave. Yep, he just left. Good. Good. So, try to melee the archers first. Don't really want to kill all of them. If we could use our javelins to thin out the spears, that'd be good, but they are wavering. Let them get away. Alright, well we got rid of the archers easily enough, but we did not rout any of their spearmen. Oh god, look at these guys. Hanging back here like morons, getting cut up by spears. think we're well on track to wipe out this force. Okay, that's all them gone. We're out of ammo. But I reckon if we just charge into just one of the flanks, especially the one that's taken the most damage, we can roll them up from there.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Broke them, but not the rest of the flank. Let's charge in again.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
It's good as long as we're charging into the rear, they can't brace.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Okay, battle's won. Just need to stop that one from firing to the death.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Got him.
By the Lord above, our foe has been much humbled.
Alright, well, that sorted that out. Oh man, I don't know how to spell Bordeaux. It's
Your orders, Noble One.
okay. Well, I don't think we need to do anymore. It's definitely not a disaster campaign. His finances are pretty good. He's making 6,500 gold a turn. It's just that a lot of it's auto being spent on construction. But what he's doing is very interesting. So I'm like, I don't think I need to interrupt that. That's
Yes.
fine. I didn't really take many casualties, so you're good to press the attacks on all fronts. If you want to bring these guys over to here, you can next turn. That should be fine. And yeah, take out the Moors and then march on Sicily, because there's settlement here, and then it's not until we get to Tunis there. So it's just a lot of moving around to get there. And as for here, obviously you were sending them to go and reinforce the town, but it's safe. If we have a look at this, how strong are the French? Yeah, you're stronger than them, so that shouldn't be a problem. If we have a look at Sicily, stronger than them. Have a look at Moors, way stronger than them. So you'll be fine. And what you're doing is really quite interesting. So yeah, you'll be able to recruit a hell of a lot of good units if every single one of your cities have access to castle units. That's actually very interesting for sure. And the great thing about it as well is that you only need to get your city towards large city, and then you've got access to citadel troops essentially once you build the building. But I guess the other downside though is that there's a lot of buildings in the game, and when you've got castle buildings and city buildings in one location, you can't speed up your construction, so you're not going to be able to build everything quite as quickly. But that being said, there's quite a lot of buildings that you just don't need. But yeah, that is very interesting indeed, for sure. I wonder if you could get like the other trade building in the port in a yeah, these ones here. Thing is, they don't increase the amount of trade fleets. It just increases the tradable goods. It's just a glitch. Anyway, I don't think we need to do anything more, so we'll wrap that up there. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I learned something. If you guys know of any exploits that I don't know, by all means, let me know what they are. Especially if you want to test me and see if I can figure it out as well. But, you know, I don't know what I don't know until I see it anyway. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.